give a very warm welcome to your first speaker of the day, Father of the Bride. Thank you very much. I'd like to welcome you all, friends and relatives from both families, to Marie and Gareth's wedding breakfast. I believe that's the modern terminology these days. As the father of the bride, it's a real honour for me to say a few words. First of all, it's really good to see so many family and friends here to support Gareth and Marie on their special day and to provide the opportunity for union between the two families. In addition to the wedding, I also thought we might be celebrating Bolton Wanderers beating either Manchester United or Manchester City in the FA Cup final this afternoon, but alas, after our narrow defeat in the FA Cup semi-final a few weeks ago, this wasn't to be. Well, I'd like to start by saying a few thank yous as well. Very sincere thank yous to anyone who has helped in any way today. I've been round to a few tables and thanked people. The lovely church service. The weather, John, I know you tried, but in the end it didn't quite look out, did it? For Barbara and I, a new chapter started in our lives on the 27th of April 1984, when Marie was born in the Princess Anne Maternity Hospital in Farnworth. Now, for all those of you who know Marie well enough, she's not the best timekeeper. But for once in her life, when she was born, she was actually a month early, to be exact. But since then, she's made up for this by being late for every occasion.
Sometimes today, actually.
Yeah, it was me that was late today. Claire Hardman. I know you sat down there, Claire. Claire Hardman has known Marie for most of her life, as they were at Our Lady of Lourdes Primary School together. And I would just like to share a little story with you about Marie and Claire at primary school. Now, if you're wondering how I know about this story, both of you, Claire, wrote it down in Marie Thornley's Leavers book. I told you not to leave things at our house at your day. Which I managed to find quite surprisingly, because I don't know how I found anything, but I found it in our loft. And just happened to have the book with me. Now, Claire, you have the opportunity to read it. You can if you want, or would you like me to read what you wrote? It's a great photograph as well. You might probably remember the photograph, do you? Brownie's photograph. I'll show you that afterwards. But Hi, Marie. Well, how long has it been now, including knowing you from primary school? It's nearly 12 years. I can't believe how fast the time has gone, though I'm sure to remember it as we've had some great laughs together. I remember at Our Lady of Lourdes when the church railings had just been painted and you were wearing a brand new coat. Yeah, you know what's coming, Peter, don't you? Whilst our mums were talking again, as usual, we were running about and you accidentally leant against the railings and had bright green stripes down the back of your coat. Whoops. Oh, Marie, I can still hear your mum saying now. Helen Devalado. Is Helen there? Would you like to read yours, or shall I read it for you? I think you've got your hands full. Hi, Marie. I have known you for 5 years, and in that time we have become best friends. We have had our ups and downs, but after 5 minutes, we've made friends again. Alice seems we're falling out, really. I remember when we went to Blackpool and we went on to the amusements. And I won lots of 10p's and you didn't, ha ha. Anyway, you got so frustrated that you started shaking the money machine, and the alarm went off, and we all ran out. Howdy, Marie. Well, it's me, your misunderstood friend Claire. I should really be revising, but hey, I can take time out from my busy schedule for one of my best buddies. Well, I've realised I've made a mistake in Helen's book because I've realised I met you in Year 7 now, and you became friends through Naomi. Dear God, the running I did between you three when you fell out. I'm just glad I was on your side. But you know me, I love to stir up trouble. It's all down here, Claire, you wrote this, not me. Well, I think that the quiet yard will hold so many memories for us of laughs and hypnotic games. If there's one thing I'll miss about my 8 years at Thornley, it'll be you, and Helen of course, sorry for spelling it wrong, and your vivacious sense of humour. Well, I have to say good luck on your exams, and I hope that you get everything that you want in the future. Okay? When you count on the friends, you can count and rely on me. Oh, that's In 2008, Marie decided she wanted her own place and bought a property in Tongfold. Marie asked Gareth to look over a house with her, and the rest, of course, is history. Well, Marie and Gareth, I know you were sat laughing at your embarrassed friends earlier, but you're not getting away with it. She did want someone thoughtful, confident, and cheerful. Now this next bit might upset Gareth, but Marie said she didn't want anyone practical.
Oh dear!
Now what does that say about all that work you've done, Gareth? And also she didn't want anyone clever. But she did want, finally, someone generous and a good listener.
I was waiting for the bit where you wanted someone who was short or something.
My 5-point plan for making marriage work is this. Love and respect one another. Be honest with each other. Keep talking and listening to each other. Give each other some space. And fundamentally, trust one another. And finally, I've nearly finished now. Finally, the toast. Ladies and gentlemen, could you please be upstanding and raise your glasses? Just before I do the toast, just a little short verse. Here's to the past for all you've learned. Here's to the present for all you share. Here's to the future for all your plans together. And here's to love, laughter, and happy ever after. I give you the toast, the bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Parkinson, Gareth and Marie.